You're watching 13 on your side.
I'm stopping you. Do you have a license? Do you have a driver's license? Do you speak English?
And we begin with breaking news. Video of the police killing of Patrick Lyoya in Grand Rapids. A number of clips from 4 different cameras were released this afternoon by the police chief. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Juliette Griggs.
And I'm Val Lego. People are demanding police release the name of the officer involved. They are calling for justice for Lyoya's and rallying in downtown Grand Rapids right now. We have a live report in just a few minutes.
But we want to start with video of the shooting. 13 on your side's Carla Byron joins us live from City Hall with what the video shows and what city leaders said this afternoon. Carla.
Juliette, the 4 clips that were shown to us do show the officer firing his taser twice, and it doesn't connect. Lyoya grabbing the officer's taser as well as the deadly shot. Now, the chief confirmed Lyoya was shot in the head, although he couldn't say where he was shot in the head. Now, Patrick's family has told us that Patrick Lyoya was shot in the back of the head. Now, we were shown body cam and car cam, cell phone video from a passenger in Lyoya's car, as well as home surveillance video. You can see the officer pulling up behind Lyoya's car, initiating a traffic stop. Lyoya getting out of the car and asking why he was being stopped. It's unknown if there was a language barrier, as Lyoya is an immigrant from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The officer tells him the plate doesn't belong to the car. Lyoya starts to walk away and then runs away. The officer and Lyoya get into a scuffle in a homeowner's front yard, and the officer tells him to stop resisting several times. It looks like Lyoya is on his stomach. The officer tells him to stop grabbing his taser, and then the officer fires a shot. We asked the chief what his initial reaction was to seeing this footage, and this is what he said.
It was just a progression of sadness for me. So the loss of life in any circumstance is sad, and when I know that it's going to, impact our city like this, it was more sadness. Me being so new here, it was sad. Flash plate is not a felony.
The chief says the officer will not be named because he has not been charged with a crime as of right now. Now, we're also learning that Ben Crump will be holding a news conference with Lyoya's family tomorrow. We will continue to provide, the officer is also on paid administrative leave. We will continue to provide continuing coverage of this news conference tonight for 5:30 and 6. Reporting live in downtown Grand Rapids, Carla Byron, 13 on your side.
Carla, thank you.
Now, in addition to releasing the video, Patrick's family has asked authorities to allow an external autopsy.
And today, Kent County Medical Examiner Stephen Cole responded to that request. Cole says he completed Lyoya's autopsy on April 4th and will cooperate with any board-certified forensics pathologist to do an independent autopsy.
He also says he notified Patrick's family that his body is available for release to a funeral home.
The police chief released this video just after 3 o'clock this afternoon, and people have been gathering downtown, both outside City Hall and the Grand Rapids Police Department headquarters. 13 on your side's Nate Belt is live downtown. And Nate, what are you seeing there tonight?
Yeah, Juliette, right now we are outside the Grand Rapids Art Museum right next to Rosa Parks Circle. And as you mentioned, video conference was shown at 3. I'll step to the side so you can see the folks that have gathered out here. Now, folks really didn't start gathering until maybe about 20 to 10 minutes ago, but the crowd has grown significantly in that time. As of right now, we are awaiting any potential speeches from any folks that are going to talk to the crowd and address here. Last night we did march from this location up to GRPD and then over to City Hall for the City Commission meeting. Unsure if we will be marching this evening as well, but again, the crowd has grown significantly in the time that we've been standing here, and people continue to pile in front of the Art Museum here at Rosa Parks Circle. Of course, we will continue to have this streaming online on our Facebook page and WZZM13.com if you want to tune in with us, and we will continue to check back in with you throughout the 5 and 6 o'clock shows. Juliette?
These demonstrations are expected to take place over the next several days and the weekend, as well as some rallies.
And City Manager Mark Washington said that barriers were put up around the police department and are just a precautionary measure to provide public safety should it be needed.
He also spoke at today's news conference about the need for transparency during this investigation.
The public has my commitment to get through this together, but there will be understandably expressions of shock, of anger, and of pain. We acknowledge that this is a necessary process, but the city has the courage to embrace the tough questions and answer those questions, and are committed to operating with full transparency and accountability to make sure that justice prevails.
And Washington says the city will continue to prioritize the safety of the community.
13 on Your Side's Justin Bachman has been downtown today talking with business owners and community leaders as they prepare for the video's release. And he joins us now live. Justin, what are those preparations looking like?
Good evening, Val. Those preparations have looked like a mixture of two things that you can see behind me. One, we have a business with a boarded up storefront. I've seen a couple of those, but then we have another with a business choosing to go with cloth, broadcasting the name Patrick Lyoya. Now, everyone I've talked to has had the same hope of peace. Faith leaders, community leaders, business owners, all alike saying the demonstrations can create a powerful change, but violence would take away from that message.
But we are going to stay peaceful, because if we're fighting violence and if we want to see this officer punished if he is found guilty of this, then we cannot be perpetrating the same type of violence. We have to be the opposite.
What's that? There was one man that I spoke to. He was putting up a barrier for a business, and he says that he works with many downtown. That was the only one wanting to put up a barricade. The rest say that they wanted nothing in front of their storefront because they wanted to send the right message to the community, that a barrier might say that they don't trust them, and that's the opposite of what they hope for.
And our coverage of the release of the video of Patrick Lyoya's killing continues throughout our 90 minutes. Coming up at 5:30, a defense attorney who has worked on cases of police brutality for both victims and officers will weigh in. The NAACP is also planning a news conference at 5:30.
And we will also continue to check in live with reports from downtown Grand Rapids. And you can also view all of our coverage, including the links to the full videos and statements from local leaders, right now on 13onyourside.com.